Hi, my name's Mark. I'm one of the pastors here at Trillium. We have this core value. It's really the core value. And it goes like this: offer friendship and fellowship to all. And it sounds kind of apple pie-ish, mom and apple pie. It sounds like being a nice person or being a nice Canadian in a typical way. But really, when we've been thinking about it here at Trillium, it's really sacred action. It's sacred action. It's taking this notion of God's love unconditional and extending it out into the practical ways that we live life. And it means showing no partiality in the way that we see and interact with one another, and extending perfect love to one another, not based on any kind of accomplishment or appearance or status in life. And last week I was telling you about a story where I was up in Harrison getting some beverages at Tim with Elizabeth, my daughter, and she had to take off right at the end, and I had our drinks in our hands, and this very strange guy came over and started chatting with me, and he looked strange, to me at least, and he acted strange. His clothes were dirty. He had this strange grin on his face. His eyes were bulging out at me. And on the outside, I'm polite to him. I'm being nice, but the sacred action is not occurring because inside I'm stepping away from him, waiting for Elizabeth to get back. And as we're leaving Tim Hortons and as we're driving back down from Harrison to Guelph, I'm pondering over the fact that I did not carry out that sacred action that we've identified at Trillium as offer friendship and fellowship to all. And so this week, I've been very conscious of it, and I went to a workshop, and I ran into a transgender person. And I'll have to acknowledge to you that transgender is one of my stumbling points in life, that I really don't get it. And there's a part of me balking at the idea of transgender identity. I'm in this workshop and I'm noticing this person who seems obviously male to me, but who's presenting themselves as female, and I'm balking inside about this situation. And then I remembered the sacred action that I've been called to as follower of Jesus, to offer friendship and fellowship. Well, to some, no. Many, no. Most. It's all. And in that moment, I realized that I'm called to extend that sacred action of hospitality to this woman. And in that moment, I had a transformation or a moment of awakening for me as I recognized that it's not my understanding of another person. It's not my approval of another person or disapproval. It's not my assessment of their hairstyle or the clothing they're wearing or their accomplishments in life, their educational or financial abilities, their social standing. All these things don't matter. They have nothing to do with my capacity to extend deep hospitality to another human being. The sacred action that God calls us to, and that understanding of unconditional love, becoming God's hands. At Trillium, our other 8 core values gives expression or explains what offering friendship and fellowship to all. And at the bottom, near the bottom of the list, it says embrace diversity. Embrace diversity. And think about that word embrace. It doesn't mean to acknowledge diversity or even to tolerate diversity or even to accept diversity. It means to embrace, to put your arms around it, to hug it in. In fact, the word embrace comes from a Latin word meaning arms. It understands in this notion of embrace to put our arms around the diversity of life. And there's going to be lots of people and lots of situations that you and I are going to run into that are going to cause us a moment of doubt or stepping away inside. It doesn't matter what it is. The sacred action of offering friendship and fellowship to all is still the commandment Jesus has given to us when he says, love one another as I have loved you. The stranger is that place where we have the best opportunity to share that love and to put our arms of love around another. And at that workshop, I made a choice to extend and offer friendship and fellowship to all, including her. We didn't have a lot of interactions that day, but I still was able to extend perfect love to her. And next time I'm out in Tim Hortons or about in my life, I will again remember the sacred action of offering friendship and fellowship to all. It is the way that Jesus calls me to live.